I had some folks stop by here yesterday saying they've been watching my videos and they really liked them. They gave me this old Kenworth truck here, Texaco Kenworth steak truck. It's old, it's in its original box, and I think it was put out in 1992 is what it says here. Recommended for ages 8 and over. I think I'm over 8 years old. So anyway, I really appreciate them doing that, and they picked up a couple dozen eggs on top of it. So I appreciate this. I really do. Yeah, it came at a time when my spirits needed lifted up. I've been having problems. The clutch went out on my pickup. It's sitting there, and things just hadn't been going quite right here lately. But it kind of lifted me up, them bringing me this, and I really do appreciate them. Putting these lifters in. That's because they got to go in before the camshaft. So got to get these in there first. These right on the camshaft, and so I'm gonna slip these in there right quick, one at a time. I've already got 2 of them in. I'll work it around, get the lube around it. Make sure it stays free. Get it in there. All good now. There comes the fun part. I gotta reach in there and lube all these bearings. I'll show you this one in the front here. What I gotta put this plate on first, this spacer plate, where you can put your timing gears and stuff on. And so this is already installed. Got a gasket behind it, torqued down to 25 pounds per square inch on the bolts. I put a little Loctite on them, and this is ultra slick engine assembly lube. You got to put this on there while you're assembling the engine. This is going to go on all the rod bearings, main bearings, all of that, pistons. When you put them in, the whole 9 yards, you got to get it on there and get them lubed up, or your engine won't turn when you want it to. These are kind of hard to get to. It's a messy outfit here, but can't help it. Got one more right here. Okay. Now, wipe my hands off, then I'm gonna go get the new camshaft and put a new camshaft in it because the old one wasn't good. The old one's sitting over there on that press. It's scored up, beat up. Probably the original one that came in the engine in 1965. So there you have it. Got to be careful that you do not drop this booger because it will warp if you drop it, or it could damage it some kind of way. So you got to be real careful with it. All right. All right, here we go. We're gonna try to stick this booger in there. There we go. It's in there now. It's in there now. Had to get a new thrust plate for it. This one here was damaged when it came apart. Somebody didn't put the cam in right or something. Something happened to it along the way. Anyway, this plate goes on right here to hold this in. And then the other end has got a gear on it that goes on it. In there, that's what drives your hydraulic pump for the tractor. This is junk. Put some Loctite on these bolts to prevent them from coming loose in there. That may be what happened with the other one. I don't know for sure, but I ordered this one. I got it from Mesnick's out of Pennsylvania. The only one, the New Holland dealer here. Couldn't get it for me for whatever reason, but Mesnick's got it from New Holland. So I have no idea why that happened, but I torqued these down to 25 foot-pounds. I had to buy this because my big torque wrench doesn't go that low. The camshaft in, it's in there. Now we're gonna put the crankshaft in. I'm taking the main bearing caps off so we can drop the crankshaft in. Wipe all this down. Make sure get all the dirt out of it. Any little speck of dirt that gets under these bearings could throw the bearing off. Brand new main bearings. The one down at the bottom here. Got to make sure these oil holes are lined up right here. This bearing keeps the crankshaft from moving back and forth in here. That's why it's different. You gotta slick them up so the crankshaft will slide easy when we start torquing them down. Okay, I'm gonna drop this crankshaft in here. Might get my camera person over there to work the down on it. Got the crankshaft in. Now I've got to put these bearings in the caps. This is number one. Come on it. This is the other bearing, the thrust bearing. Goes on number 2 cylinder. Put some silicone on it too. I numbered these caps to the camshaft side because you want to put them back in the same way that they came out of the engine when it was taken apart, and that's the way it was. You can barely see the numbers, but I numbered them with my paint pistol, paint pen. Housing on it. This one here has got the rear main seal housing on it. It goes in there. That's why it's going to be so tough. I need to go look in my gasket set. I don't know if it came with these or not. It's supposed to be a little rubber seal that goes in these grooves on each side. I may not be using them anymore. I don't know. I have to go look in the gasket set. I'm going to go half the torque first time. 20. Start from the center and go outward. Okay. Now I gotta make sure it's turning still. Yeah. Always check it, make sure it'll still turn. Now I'm gonna go to 120 foot-pounds on my torque wrench. Thing's so hard to see. Now, That's it. Okay. Now we make sure it'll turn again. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. Now, the next thing, probably wait till tomorrow to do that. I'm going to turn this block sideways, clean the rod journals up, and start installing the pistons in there. And then getting a little hot out here today, so I think I'm going to wait till tomorrow to do that. I'm sweating all over the thing. Gonna make it rust. Gonna get a sheet, wrap this thing up, keep some of the dust out of it. What I do. All right, today we're gonna put the new pistons on the rods. I've got it laid out here. I've already taken the wrist pin out of this one, and these pistons, the old ones, had a notch right here. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little arrow right there. That has to point towards the front of the engine. And the numbers on these rods, when I took the engine apart, they were on the camshaft side. So they were in there like this with the numbers up. And the book says you can change it. The book says you're supposed to put them to the right side of the engine, but it also says they're symmetrical, so you can install them either way. So I'm going to put it back like it was before, with the numbers on the rod journal to the camshaft side of the engine. Right here. So I've got to assemble this onto the piston, and I'm going to show y'all putting one piston in, and it's pretty much the same thing on all the other two. So here we go. I'll lube this wrist pin up. Now, I'll put some lube in the piston here on each side. I just took the snap ring out of one side. You don't need to take both of them out to get it in there. So you take this, put it in here like that. Let me put some goop on this rod here. Put some assembly lube on here too. Make sure it's all good and free. It's a tight fit with slippery hands. It's kind of, there it goes. Now, there you go. You gotta hold your mouth just right. Okay. Now, take a snap ring, put it back in there. Tap it down, make sure it seats in there well. Okay. Now, I'm gonna put this over here in the vise where I can see what I'm doing here. Now, these rings, there's three compression rings and one oil ring. You got to make sure that these gaps are opposite each other so it'll hold compression and the oil won't get by. See this one here? Got to go this way a little bit. This one here is opposite of this one. Where's the third one at? I don't see it. There it is. They just can't be lined up. Now, put some more lube on this. Probably gonna have to line my rings back up again. Got a little too ahead of myself here. Now, put this ring compressor on. Other way. Okay. I'll slip this over these rings. Put it just below the rings where you can't see the rings anymore. And you tighten this down. Gotta make sure that the rings all go into their grooves. Okay. Now, take it out of the vise. Take the rod caps off. Make sure there's no dirt underneath them, just like I did the main bearings. Okay. Now, slip the rod bearing in here, just like we did the main bearings earlier. Slip them in there, make sure they're good and straight. Put a little lube on it. And you do the cylinder too. I've already wiped these cylinders out with a clean rag, make sure there's no dust in them. Okay, now get some of this nonsense off my hands right quick. Okay. Now, where's my arrow? There it is right there. Gonna slip it inside the cylinder here. Got to be real careful so you don't spoil the cylinder. It's kind of hard to do. Okay. Line it up with the crankshaft. A little more. What the heck? Okay. That's in. I gotta pick the rod up. I might have to get my new bottle of this out pretty soon. It's getting kind of low. Yeah, I got my numbers on here. They got to be the same. See, there's no number on this cap, so this cap goes on just like this. They got to be back like they were when they came out. You can't switch rod caps to one rod to the other because they've all been line board machined to each other perfectly at the machine shop. Okay. Now, these are self-locking nuts, so they don't need any keepers on them. Now, I got to find out what torque value it is. It'll be just a minute. I'll run these up handy with my speed wrench. Okay, now. Set my torque wrench. That's Newton meters. Okay, set my torque wrench to 65 pounds. Lock it in. Okay. All right. That's it. Then you always make sure you can turn it afterwards. It's going to be tight, but if it turns freely, it'll turn. It's just the same process on the other two, so I'll do them all the same way, and so that's just how it is. Anyway, like and share, subscribe. I'm getting it done a little at a time. It's going to get too hot for me out here after a while. So I'm going to have to get done what I can get done before it gets to 100 degrees in here. Then I'll have to cover it back up and wait till the next day. So appreciate y'all watching. Have a good day.